Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the WLTCG podcast. My name's Sam. Over here, we have the wonderful Joel. And here we have Roderick.
The sleepy person.
With his face not covered mysteriously today.
Impossible.
You chose to stay up late.
I did. I only regret it slightly.
But
As most people do.
anyways.
But today, it's all about spoilers.
Yes, if you are listening, then nothing has changed. But if you are watching, you would have noticed there is something different about our layout. We have temporarily changed it and we're testing this.
So make sure you leave us feedback to see if you like it or not. But yeah, we're trying to do this way. That way you guys don't have to only be looking at us and that the cards aren't covering up our faces, but that we can show you the card that we're referencing, because we don't matter as much as spoilers matters, obviously.
Yes,
the spoilers are a greater tier than us.
And you know what this is a perfect time for with this new layout? To start a question of the day series. And my question of the day for everyone watching is Team Priscia or Team Valentina?
Team Valentina all
Let
the
us
fucking
know
way.
in the comments. I don't want to hear about your uneducated opinion. Oh, just kidding. There's no bad choice there.
I may be uneducated, but at least I am a cultured man.
At least you're true and loyal.
No, don't worry. I respect
I
your
am
choice.
cultured.
I respect your
one.
choice even if you choose Prissy or Valentina, because you know the
But
best
you know-
choice isn't on here. So anyway, you know.
I guess you're trying to say Sylvia.
Heck yeah,
You know
Fantastic.
what? Who's better? Who's we've already seen in this cluster?
ISIS.
Lapis. This cluster we've seen Isis? What?
Yes, she's been tearing up all the new cluster decks. Lennon step in was like, "Oh, red white support." ISIS with thanks, fam.
But
I like butts.
yes. I know you do. Why don't we start with what Joel has been waiting for? So we've talked about Shion, which is going to be the pre-release promo,
Yes.
Yeah.
and we're going to get another ruler that's the box topper.
Yes. And
Surprise.
if you guys have been watching us or listening to us for a while, you know I fucking love machines. And our first, I guess, real spoiler of, the whole, spoiler, series, I guess. The constant release.
Spoiler phase for AO2.
Yeah. Instead of, that one spoiler we got, 3 weeks ago randomly.
Yeah, that was like the pre-spoiler season.
But we got Machina. So on his ruler side, both sides. He's blue-green, human on his ruler. Stranger 10. Woo, surprise. Judgment, 2 blue, 1 green. Energize for blue or green. Has 4 abilities for whenever you play Regalia. And if you play Maribella type 0, you get 2 of them.
But what kind of regalia?
Oh, Maribella type 0. It might be a resonator.
No. I meant did
Oh,
you say
a,
water or wind?
It says water.
Okay, thank you.
That'd be crazy if it was just any regalia. Oh, just play any regalia.
Any regalia is 5 color. Here I come, right, guys?
Oh, dude, that'd be fucking disgusting.
Because we want this thing to have swiftness, +4/+4, drain, and whatever else we can get on it.
Oh yeah, but anyways,
Easy.
his 4 abilities is his first one is grab a stranger at random, put it into your hand, whatever. Judgment for free, whatever. Those are the 2 standard ones we're gonna get. There's 2 unique ones. Is whenever you put a regalia in, get 2 water machine resonator tokens onto the field. Or put 5 +1/+1 counters on Maribella type 0, or on a Maribella type 0 you control.
Now, is it Maribella or Maribel?
Oh, Maribel, my
Okay.
bad. I keep thinking about Maribella. Wish they're the same fucking person. Rip me. Rip Lolly. I had hopes that since we're going back in the past, we'll at least get a few cards where Maribella was still
She
alive.
gone, fam.
Yeah, man. It's like, boom, first spoiler, dead.
Unless, and we'll come back to this. I don't want to hamper on too much, but I have an idea that they won't go with.
But on Machina's J-Ruler side, he's a 12/12, so he's already pretty big.
he
7
beef.
king machine.
He beef.
Important that he's machine. And he has Pierce. This is one of the few cards we have with Pierce.
Yeah,
Naturally has Pierce.
Yeah.
it's been a while since I've seen one with Pierce.
As long as you control a resonator named Maribel type 0, This card gains 1,000, 1,000.
Now hold your horses, fam.
Hold up, let me finish
Did
the
you
God's Art.
just say Resonator called Maribel
I
Type
did.
0? I thought we were looking for Regalia called Maribel Type 0.
Boy, we got both. And I swear to God, if she's a fucking machine,
So,
Regalia.
She's
well,
So-
what makes you think this isn't going to be a machine? You know it's going to be a
I
machine.
know.
She finna get people to work.
So anyone that wasn't around at the time, so Maribella, the old Regalia,
Yes, Maribel the Steel Doll.
yes, was 0 cost Regalia like most. You could tap it, banish it. Did you have to pay one?
No.
You didn't. To destroy another Regalia? Yes, you had to tap, banish, pay one of any color.
Yeah,
Free cost.
one void. Destroy target Regalia. So more likely, and you could also pay 5 to till end of turn. It would become a 1,000 1,000 Resonator.
Mhm.
So more likely, we're going to get another Regalia that can somehow, if it has, either you pay a certain amount and it becomes a 0/0, and that's why you put counters on it, or after it gets so many counters, it becomes Resonator. I'm really hoping it's not the latter because I want people to have to pay into it. Because if you just get it, if it's just like, hey, once I have 10 counters, it's a Resonator, it's just like, okay, like
No.
2 seconds later,
I'm
it's a
gonna-
Resonator and it's swinging for like 2,000.
Let's go with the God's Art.
Sorry.
So his God's Art is called Update. 1 blue, 1 green. Put 10 +1/+1 counters on Maribel Type 0 you control. Choose a card from your stranger deck at random. Put it to your hand.
So, bad news for you, Sam. You're getting yeeted. Second, what if her activate ability, you pay whatever number, and it's similar to how Arthur enters the field with 6/1/1 counters, where it's when you activate the effect, the card gains those counters and then becomes a 0/0 Resonator, and then maybe it's a temporary effect, so at the end of turn, make it back into just a Regalia, and then remove 6/1/1 counters from it, or however many you added. That would be stupid good with a lot of the machines that are out, because you could effectively go make it a Resonator just to get the counters, take all but one, then let it go back to being a Regalia. You're just using it as an infinite
that'd be disgusting.
counter cycle. And I say this just so we can prep people for the worst to come, because I don't want to underestimate this card and say they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't. They just wouldn't give him another counter engine. They would though. Yes.
Yeah, they would.
So that's why I want to get us fearful first, so that way if it does underwhelm, we can breathe a sigh of relief.
So back to what I was saying before, right? So he has Pierce.
Yes.
And then he's a 22/22 as long as she is a Resonator, right?
Yeah.
So back to what I was saying before. I want all the Regalia I can on his board. +4/+4, Drain, and Pierce.
Life.
And
Drain.
Swiftness.
Yeah. So have you ever taken 2,600 damage from a smart guy with a big robot?
I'm going to play 2 to play this this Regalia. I'm going to give it some counters. I'm going to Judgment. And then somehow I'm going to pay the will or whatever I have to do to make it into a Resonator. I'm going to swing at you. And I'm going to gain 26. I'm going to deal at least 26 to a Resonator, probably killing the Resonator, going through to you. This is all just for 2 mana as far as I know. I mean, we
Hey.
got to see the Regalia, but...
Hey, for 2 mana, I can get a 10/2 that can become a 5,000 4,200 and Pierce and Swiftness
Although
and
you've never banished 19 moons twice.
19
Sorry,
or
sorry,
9?
nine moons twice.
Okay, I was about to say I think I've been underpaying for these.
It's like you. So you banished 19 moons. No, I banished 9.
Wait, what are you talking about? The third week of DBV being out, I played you in a match where I got up to 30 something moons. It was complete overkill, but
Because you only had to swing at me. You didn't banish them. You were just like, oh, I'll just swing at you. Once you got the max moons, you're like, swing at you game.
no, I was just going to banish them all so you can go, I now have a window of opportunity to stop you from winning this game, and here we go. And I go, right. Thanks, I hate it. But no, Machina looks sick.
It looks good. I just hope Maribel is really good, or at least decent enough to feel like I don't feel bad about playing it.
I'm pretty sure if it's anything like the other Regalia we
Oh
got,
my
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
God.
We're gonna get to later.
Yo, if you play Gwen in this deck, when you play another Maribel and Mythic triggers, just sack the first Maribel to Gwen
Yeah.
if it's a machine.
Yeah, because she doesn't give a
See,
fuck
I'm
as long
on
as
your
it's a
bullshit.
machine.
Oh, well,
Ah,
you
fuck.
think I don't pay attention to machines? I actually like machines. I'm on your bullshit. You can't fool me.
And it's so
I
much
didn't
better
even-
because the mythic goes on the chase.
I hope that she at least has to be a resonator to be considered a machine, but I don't know at this point. Like anything's possible.
No, what if she's only considered a machine if your ruler / J ruler's Machina?
J/rules one.
I could somewhat see that. So we can't just put in Arthur, but at the
Yeah.
same point, honestly, probably gonna play this over Arthur.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
for
so
sure.
far we've seen it seems like he's pretty solid.
You don't
I'm
need
like,
a rune deck anymore anyway. Don't cheat.
No, if I get a whole bunch of good like machine strangers,
We've gone over that, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
See, Hoel's gonna stop cheating and start playing the game fair by beating the hell out of his opponent with his J ruler.
with the don't cheat in my deck.
Because
why the fuck
to
not?
fight the other Arthur deck?
Yes.
Oh,
Don't cheat. I feel like it's gonna be like a sideboard, like 2 minimum sideboard in every single deck, at least for the first like month, because it's
Yeah.
just constant. Like you're just like, in case I go up against something, I need something to.
Like it's
cancel
probably not
this.
gonna be like a 4 of if you can't like play it naturally, but at
you
least
can
like
play
a
it
2
naturally with him. Though.
Yeah.
Now
With
I do
him.
have a question for you, Hoel. Now I know we haven't seen any of his cards, so we don't really know how his archetype of machines is going to work. But could you see yourself running less machines than usual, potentially? Well, other than the
Okay.
regalia that you would have to use.
So with the hint of Machina producing tokens, I feel like I could count down on some of the machines I play, but I still would want to keep 4 Vivians,
well, of course, 4 Vivian, 4 Lance,
4 Lance.
like,
At least 2.
you can't run
Gwens.
Arthur. Well,
I could run like 2 Arthurs
yeah, because the regeneration part is the one where he has to be.
with
Yeah.
Arthur.
Okay.
But he gets
But-
everything else.
Yeah.
So he's still good for like
Okay.
the
Yeah,
counters.
he's not like a good 4 of anymore if I'm playing the new Machina, but
Could
at
just
least,
run like 1 or 2, just to
Yeah.
be like, hey, in case I need the counters, throw down for Lance's ability.
Okay, so
yeah, like I'll probably get rid of donut drones because I'm not a big fan of donut drones.
I
If
mean,
I'm-
also, I guess like if he has like I can see him having like a 1 mana that's like a 2/2 that gets you a 2/2 token.
Mhm.
Maybe like a 2 mana that's like a 5/5 that gets you 2 1/1 machine tokens.
yeah.
You know, and then that way when you go like turn 1, okay, I have 2 machines. Turn 2, I have 3 more machines. Turn 3, I play Lance, and then all of them get a buff. And then now Lance has a lot more. So that way, I agree with the fact that you don't need as many machines. You'll
'Cause
still
my-
run a lot.
Yeah, because my machines themselves will be producing more, so I could add in more. Like,
So instead of
support.
lancing for like 4 counters, you can lance and get like 6 to 8.
yeah, and
But
then
turn 3.
Machines are a
In a
bit of a
sense.
swarm, mechanic. And I can honestly see because we saw remote control golem in that artwork. I don't think it's gonna be the same.
If we get
card.
fucking RC beast 4 of
No, so here's
instantly.
what I think
I'm
is gonna
not
happen.
wanting you to ever get that card back.
They're gonna
ever.
do something similar,
You
but I
just-
think
you
they're
go
gonna
turn
change
1
some
Vivian.
things.
Turn 2, you play the you get off. You get 2 tokens. Turn 3, he's now 1 drop,
Yeah,
and then it's free.
what's wrong with that?
And Vivian's getting counters. I don't like this
I
idea.
don't see what's wrong. with
Yeah,
that.
I
No, I'm
don't
just kidding. But like, I could actually see them making a new remote control golem with a different effect where he enters and you put 2 machines from your hand into the field, and then they have other machines that say, when they enter, you put machine total cost something or less into the field. So the whole idea would be to fill your hand with machines and go golem. To
No, you know what would
I'm
be
okay
really
with that.
good? What? Okay,
Can
you can.
answer? You don't want to make sure. So what I think may or may not happen is if it says it enter, if this card was put onto the board without being played, you get this ability.
without being played.
Yeah. So like remote control Gum, you play him for like 6 or 7.
Oh, you're talking about the other things.
Yeah, and then everything else is just like it naturally has +1/+1 for every machine, but it's like if you put this out without playing it, do this thing, like enter, you get 1 drop from you reveal the top card, and if it's a 2 drop or less, you get it, but it's only if you cheated it in. So wait, his style would be more or less like, I'm just gonna shove stuff down.
Well, I can actually just see them not having that part and just make the stats less. Like,
Sure.
make them weak where they really need counters to become a true threat. But his goal is make the board wide as heck And
And
then he
protect it.
builds tall.
Yeah.
Build wide and build tall. But
Yeah.
what were you gonna say?
So I believe the next, I guess, archetypes we'll be getting for machines is a revamped RC. And then, if you guys remember, there's a mini archetype with the clockworks.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And
That was
the-
So
like
it could be the
that was like
clockworks
And the
that
interesting
one.
things about the clockworks is we did get a few more, is that whenever they would die, you reveal top cards of your deck until you hit one that costed less than the original. It's like if their 3-drop died, you revealed cards until you hit a 2-drop machine, put that on board.
So it could, instead of being remote control golem, it could be clockwork golem, and then that's the one that cheats things from hand, and then you have the other clockworks. Like maybe he'll be like a 6-drop that gets you. You can search your deck for a 3, 2, and 1 with clockwork in the name.
I was actually about to say, what if we've actually been told what the archetype is? What if Type 0 is a series? So Mary Bell Type 0 is part of
By the new Type
Zero
Zero series from Machina Workshop.
Yeah, like
This is a great
Remote-
product
With a
placement.
mini fate.
Golem
Fate
Type
Type
0,
Zero.
Fate.
Beast Type 0, Sprite Type 0.
Oh, man. But, anyways, we've harked too long on my boy Machina.
Well, it's really, we have to. So anyway, moving on to the starter decks, I believe. So
You're a
first
starter deck.
off, shut up. I guess, do you want me to start, or do you want to start with this?
We could start
It's
since I
blue.
started with Machina.
Okay, so we got Percival, the Charmed Knight. She was charmed. Fun facts. 1 blue, 2/2, like all Percivals, and also neither round table. Enter.
Give me another water.
Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a regalia or chant from among them, and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Banish this card 4C for 1, which 4C for 1 basically means you look at the top 1 card of your deck, you can put it on top or bottom.
And that's the word 4C, not like
Yeah.
the number 4 in the letter C. Somebody in the comments was going to say it.
Yeah. So the biggest thing is if you're looking at the card or if you're listening to it, there's no restriction on chant. It doesn't have to be blue. It doesn't have to be black like Valentina's, because I'm pretty sure she's going to come in that treasure deck. It doesn't have to be either of those. So it can be any chant you want.
Yeah.
And that's powerful.
That's scary good. And
And it's
I
not
don't
even
want it.
just what we've seen in Valentina's deck that we're going to see, like when we talk about them later on. It's any chant you can get off the top. The fact that
Yeah.
I can look at 5 cards and they can all be chants and I can hit them. I have so much more value.
This scares me. Every new Percival we've seen
It
since
gets
Light Percival
stronger.
gets stronger. It's like Light Percival, Knight, and Regalia. All right, she did that. Then Red Percival, Regalia, and Speedy do 2-drop or less. You're like, oh, yeah, that's
Play this, get my Shock T, pass. Next turn, play Shock T.
And, like-
sorry, play Lave.
oh god, this is so good. It's
Yeah.
like this would go perfect in the deck that I'm running right now because I think I'm running like 25 chants.
oh god.
Yeah, I was playing American Lenneth, like you are. I think I'm playing American Lenneth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I would 100% play like almost all the Percivals except for the white one. like the red one, decent. That one, amazing, because I can still grab Regalia with it, and I can still get my very own chance.
Yeah.
And that's great when I can search it out.
Great. I have a new deck I want to do. I want to do Burn Knights.
No.
Red,
No,
white,
stop.
and blue.
Stop.
We're gonna move on. How
Glory
about you read
to
the next one?
Wait, hold up.
No, we're
Let's
done.
read the flavor text. Y'all didn't even read the flavor text for Machina. I'm disappointed.
Fine. The blue holy grail.
I'm not ready to
responds-
fucking cry to Machina's flavor text, man.
The blue holy grail responds to the charm of Valentina. That's right. She fucking charmed the grail. How do you charm a cup? I don't know.
That's like the meanest session of D&D. You found the holy grail. What do you want to do? I want to smix it. You want to what?
Fine. Roll for it. Net 20, and the DM's just like, fuck.
You've seduced the Holy Grail. What?
I hate it.
Yo, this campaign is getting out of hand. I do want to go back real quick and read the flavor text for
Okay.
Machina. But I will let Sam read the next blue card while I go pull that stuff up.
Fine. Blue wizard is a stranger. 1 mana 6/6 quick cast. So just like the other 1 mana 6/6 we have back from Faria's Church deck. But this one says enter cancel target automatic ability of a resonator. So it is
Solid.
nitrogen blade on a body. and I love it.
I love it so much. Like, what more can I fucking ask for?
This is like, oh man, like that's a sweet entry you got there. What happens if it just didn't happen?
I'm always down for more stuff like this, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, because it's reminiscent of Lorite and Lorite Soul Play. This one's a little bit more random to get to hand, but then again, we
Watch,
still
man. We're gonna get a stranger that's like neg activated ability.
Yes, I want that because I want to have a way to stop activates because that's the one thing we don't have in this current format. So if you activate something, I can't stop it, and I want to stop everything because if you can't play, I win, and that's a true control play right there.
But I mean, there's nothing much to say about this card. It's a fucking cancel automatic. What
Yeah.
more do you want to talk about?
We can read the flavor text. If it's legible. Yeah, it's legible enough. Not
Yeah.
like what I'm seeing right here.
This is from Note of Magna 16. She had concealed her ambition quite cleverly, but this mage can't hide from me. She has me worried, though. It's almost like they're talking about Valentina,
No.
who uses
Vala.
mage arts.
They're talking about Vala. Who's Valentina?
You called her Valentina first.
All right, so the flavor text, for what I can read of this blurry Yu-Gi-Oh! Size mess on Machina's card, says Machina has 2 life goals: completing the work on Maribel and paving the way to Maribella's future in science and engineering. However, he does not yet realize that both goals it just says conflict or complement each other.
I think it's conflict.
Conflict.
Could be conflict.
I'm pretty sure it's conflict.
And then on his J Ruler side, it says Machina moves on, honoring Mariabella's last wish. All right,
Man.
everything's well and dandy in the
Now I'm
world.
fucking sad.
Now read the card.
Read the card. All right, Sam, I didn't know we were here to read actual cards. So, boy, I like this one.
This is why I wanted you to read it.
Oh, man. 2 red, Baris, the machine god of conflagration, stranger. He's 800 attack and defense, or it's 800 attack and defense, and it's of the race demon. I can't get over that face. Oh my god. Resonators you control gain plus 200 attack and no defense while attacking. Busted. Awakening for wind, enter. J/resonators you control gain pierce until end of turn. Busted. Awakening for fire, enter. J/resonators you control gain swiftness until end of turn. All right, so I need y'all to understand.
Read the flavor text.
Oh, okay. I can read the flavor text first. I was gonna wait till after we talked about the card, but I can read that first. I love flavor text. So let me go ahead and zoom this bad boy in. If my phone, there we go. 1 seeks a cure for a relative. 1 wants to destroy them to free the world. 1 seeks to return to her former self, and 1 wants to save a friend and his people. But the last one just wants to dominate. Note of Magna 15. So, let me ask y'all a question. Who do y'all think that's talking about?
The last one or all of them?
Who is Magna referring to in this statement?
Valentina.
The 5 heroes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just make
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Well, actually, I saw some people trying to say it was the 7 kings, but I
Originally, I had thought that, then I reread and I was like, nah.
yeah,
No,
but
that doesn't
you,
make
to
sense.
name 5 things and be like
Yeah,
7
7
kings.
kings.
Uh,
That's a little bit weird. They could do it, but it's weird. But anyway, like about the card itself, I love it. And 2 cost 8/8 is solid. I mean, whenever your resonator attacks, it gets +2. So he gets +2, so you swing for 10. Your Shakti swinging for 8. Your
Everything's swinging.
if you can give +2 to Lancelot, you swing for 8. So you swing for
Amaterasu.
10.
Just have an
technically.
Amaterasu on board. Throw one of these on board.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this thinking because that way he swings and then it's just like, okay, by the time the trigger's going off. Wait, it's while it's attacking. Yeah. It's considered an attacking object
Mm-hmm.
by the time the ability would go off. Yeah.
And what I like is that depending on how they block, they might just end up taking piercing damage if you've actually paid the awakening.
Yeah.
'Cause they're like, I'm a chump block with this rook egg. All right, so I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna burn that other thing. So either you're taking the full damage, or you block with the rook egg and you're still taking damage. Sure, you search, but but that just gets some off the field for the rest of my thing. So it's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
He's nasty. You know,
And the fact that he can give it to J/Resonators,
you can give him speed.
meaning if you awaken him and you have Prissy on the board, Prissy's going fast and Prissy's going hard.
We were gonna throw Levitating and Prissy at first, but we don't need it anymore.
Yeah. Now, when you got this.
But before we continue, here's a late disclaimer. What we're about to talk about is jank. Just because you can, you might want to. I don't
You
fucking
might not
know.
want to. Honestly, probably gonna run black, green, red Prisia. Gonna be honest, probably gonna be my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
it's gonna be mine.
And also, as you guys will see later on, I really feel like Prisia is gonna be somewhat aggro-y like Melgus, but not in the sense of flipping, pushing down a stranger, God art, pushing down a stranger. Like hers is gonna be, I already have it in my hand and I'm gonna play it myself. Because like his, you don't get the awakening if you flip it.
Yeah.
You get the first effect, obviously, because it's just continuous. But the awakenings is what's big about him to me. It's the fact that you can awaken it for swiftness.
I just don't like you can march the dead him back into existence. Sure, you don't get the awakenings, but
But that's
like
still
Honestly,
above.
like I can see people not even playing green and playing this in Melgus.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm gonna put this in Melgus because I'm just gonna be like, okay, it's just a
Oh, yeah.
buff whenever I swing.
Sam, what?
Swing for the
What
more?
the? I mean, the green is nice, but just watch this. Oh, I got 4 stones and my regalia. Berserk Dragon, Awakened Bars for Fire. That's 32. Well, how much? No, 20. Then 22
plus 1,000.
Yeah, so 32.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
You're at
damage.
800 life AFK.
Shock to AFK, obviously, just in case they cancel one of them.
Man.
You know, don't cheat.
Like,
Forecast it, obviously. So yeah. So this he's gonna see play. Like that's 100%.
Real quick before we move on. Why the fuck does Prissy have a demon in her stranger deck? See, like the things
'Cause you
that
know-
the things in Melgus, like Fallen Angel.
he should have been in Melgus.
He has a demon blade, so it kind of makes sense that he has demonic things in his stranger deck. Why the fuck does Prissy have a straight up
Prissy's
demon?
like, hello,
Oh,
friend.
I'll tell you what happened. They actually planned on giving Melgus more strangers, and they're like, hold up. Might be too many for set 1. Okay, well, Prissy does need something red. And she's like, hey, look, it's my friend. You see this grotesque thing in the back, like, oh.
It's like in
His name's
like
Billy.
shows where they never actually show the thing interacting with other things. It's just always just like one frame.
Yeah,
Where it's
like
just
every episode is wearing like
I
a party
forgot
hat.
you were here.
No, it's like
You're
the
like,
Slender
that's
Man.
so wonderful.
In the back of like Prissy playing happily, you just see this dude just like standing there.
just staring
It's
at her.
just, it's just like a Slenderman where he's just
Mario's
like, he's
like,
just always
is that
standing
thing
there.
going to hurt you? Nah, he's cool. It's like, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday. He's just wearing a hat as he's like chanting demonic incantations.
So
Do you want to read this first one?
yeah, so the next couple ones are reprint erratas that we've got in.
We say errata because
They got mage art in them now.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
chance now have mage art. So the first
Taking
one,
the morphine and putting it in.
Charm of the Princess, 2 blue, X. Chant, mage art. Gain control of target resonator with total cost X or less. So in the past, this was just a normal chant. Now it's a mage art. Is it any better? A little.
maybe because we're pretty sure her regalia is going to pay for it. So at least if you could do that regalia and possibly Machina is also going to be, you know, a regalia that can pay for mage arts, then if you tap 2 of these, pay 1 will, you can take care of a 3-drop is now yours.
Yeah.
It's
Are you gonna play it? Probably not.
probably not. Like
So-
I can see maybe like a 2 of in like a side deck, 2 to 3 of, just because
Maybe. if
I
that.
want. I don't want your Narlathotep to go to grave, RFG, or in your hand. I want it gone on my side of the board.
Because
No,
if
wait.
you have it, then I don't
If
have
I have it, then you don't have it.
Just play like 1. If you just like blue Percival dig for it.
No, I mean like I made main deck one,
Yeah.
but it's just like if I can like tap a regalia and pay the will of a resonator to take control of it, either I'm gonna win with it, or I don't really know.
I actually
I'm
think
just- I'm gonna try
this
and win
card
with
is
it.
actually pretty neat. I actually like it a lot. Now, here's a question. Pretty sure I already know the answer to it. But if a card that was previously released is to get re-released with an errata, does the errata take effect immediately or when the card comes out?
when the card comes out.
yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure that's how it worked with Windsclude Refuge. Because not Windsclude. Glorious Castle. In AO, when it got reprinted, it didn't have Field Edition. It just had Edition. So people were like, is it changed? And then we found out, yes, like the old ones now are just editions, which I think is weird. I don't love it. But nothing we can do.
Yay.
Now, let me read one of my favorite cards.
Oh, did you read the flavor text?
Oh, wait, my bad. I'll read the flavor text for Charm of the Princess. So this is my power now. Wonderful. Valentina.
And that's how she snatched up Percival, probably.
Yeah, she was like, Percival, give me that grill. And Percival's like, hell yeah. I want to smash. He's like, let me smash. And he's like, no, give me the grill first. He's like, okay. And then she charmed a cup. I still don't get that one. Anyway, so space-time anomaly. That's right, folks. Space-time is back. No, you did not mishear me. It is the space-time.
But it's a mage art.
Yes, I was getting to that. It's black, blue, quick cast, obviously. Remnant.
Really?
It's a chant mage art, like my friend here said. And it's target J/Mercenary gains -5/-5 until end of turn. Draw a card.
Did you mention it has Remnant?
Yes.
So this has probably been the biggest thing being talked about on the global page right now.
I don't think it's as big as people think it is.
not.
Because just thinking about it, it seems slower than most 2-cost removal.
Yeah.
Like we have a 2-cost RFG, a 2-cost kill. Sorry, it's an RFG Resonator or Edition. We have a 2-cost kill a J/Ruler.
we have a 2-cost
And then we have a 2-cost
RNG.
a 3-drop or less non-stone non-J Ruler, or get back a 3. But technically, that's not the 2 with Awakening. The 2 with Awakening is deal 6, gain 6,
Yeah.
which is decent removal because it does more than this. Like this thing won't kill most 2-drops, to be honest.
Dang, that's a good point. Linnet's, so you know how we have Awakening of Flame King, Awakening of Sacred Queen. There's another card that follows that name and pattern that we'll talk about soon. Linnet's is just called Light of Razor Revive, and it costs 1 less, but that's her.
Is that mean Machina is not going to get Awakening, but he's going to get a 2-cost really, really solid?
Oh,
I
my
don't
God.
like this. No, stop this. Stop thinking. Stop it. We're moving on. Okay. This. So anyway, so we've actually had a friend, Daniel, try this out, and he says that he's just like, this is way too slow. He's just like, in his perfect Loki deck, that mana ramped. He says, I don't have the mana for it.
Yeah.
Think about that. Imagine if you didn't have enough mana with an Isis out.
I never have enough mana. I want to play both of my Surters.
Yes, I know you do.
But
Because you never do it.
Jesus.
But yeah, so
I think it's going to see at least a 2 of. It's not going to see the glory days of its
I think
4
it
of in every
depends
deck.
on.
Until we
deck
get a
you're
1-drop
playing
that
it
says
in.
whenever you play.
I think it's solid with Shion because that's what I
Yeah.
like. Is the fact that I really like the fact that it can possibly kill a 1-drop and neg 2 like a lance.
Someone brought up a good
It
point.
has to be in a Valentina deck, though.
Someone brought up a really good point,
Yeah.
though. This card can one-shot a Dark Alice. And that don't sound big. But, man, let me tell you, Dark Alice is an engine in
I
and
would
of
say,
herself.
depending on how early in the game you are,
Yeah,
will that matter?
yeah. Because there are sometimes where at least if you're a decent player, you actually keep for me, if I know you have a removal, I'll keep a Dark Alice in hand that I can play in hopes that you can't instant kill her before your effect resolves, or I keep a Dark Alice and an Atom in my hand, if I'm playing Atom. So that way I can just sit there and then as soon as you RFG it, it's okay, that resolves. Oh, you're gonna end your turn? Discard. My engine's back online now. Go to my turn. Alice swing for lethal.
I would say space time.
But I agree with you. Like if I go turn 1 this and you go turn and you're going second and you just play Regalia, tap it to kill mine, then yeah, that messes me up.
Yeah, that one turn is big.
So I can see in the sideboard, and I can also see it possibly still in the sideboard, but seeing play against some aggro decks. If we get something that's like Hippo, I'm gonna bring up later. You're gonna have to find the picture for that. It's a solid one. It's a solid killer, but it has
To
500
live.
defense.
Yeah.
It needs to live.
But it needs to live, and that's the biggest thing. Is I feel like this thing will see play in that, but it can only really see play in Valentina. I feel
Yeah.
because of Shion, because of that. I'm glad it's not hard. So Roger, do you want to read the notes card?
I want to read the flavor text.
Flavor
yeah,
text.
yeah,
Actually,
I'm-
this is different flavor text from the original.
Yes,
right?
it is.
Okay, yeah. So it says,
I think I have the original.
"It is so beautiful to see a heartbreak, Valentina."
Aw, adorable. She's torturing people.
So read.
Oh, I actually like this card, even though I've never used it before. I like the
that's why I
card that
wanted
she's
you
related to.
Read it, and then you
So-
can bring up that.
Cinderella, the Valkyrie of Glass, yet another returning card. She's really, really pretty. For 2 blue, you get a 200 attack, 800 defense fairy tale. Enter. Put a glass counter on this card. This card gains plus 600 attack as long as there is a glass counter on it. Whenever this card deals damage, remove a glass counter from it, and you can pay 2 blue to return this card to its owner's hand. I'll go ahead and get the flavor text out of the way. The beautiful and transparent princess made of glass. So, to be honest with you guys, I like the way the card looks, but even back in Alice, I never really saw what your reason for running her would be.
No.
I think there was some cards she interacted with back then, like some counter-related stuff where, like, if you were to remove a counter for an effect, you don't. I think there was a card that said that. Oh my God.
Alice the Valkyrie.
Yeah. It was a ruler, though, right?
Yeah, the J ruler side said, if you would remove a counter from a fairy tale, don't. So there was a combo, with quote unquote combo, where you can actually make sure you never remove a limit counter from your Azathloth.
He's not a fairy tale, is
You
he?
can make him a fairy tale.
Oh no, there is a way to. Oh my.
There's a way to make a lot of things fairy tale.
But
Out of anything, fairy tales uses. So it's just like I swing, trigger for limit to remove it. Jailer says don't remove it. I don't remove it.
Yeah. So she didn't really see play back then, unless they give us something new, which they've done before, where they've given us old stuff and we're like low tier, and they're like, here's a new thing to go with it.
Yeah, like adding the subtext mage art to space time. Because
Yeah,
honestly,
or what they
that
did with
card
the
would not see
goddesses.
play without
No,
that.
without major.
But also what they did with the goddesses,
Where
they
they're
just
like,
gave them support.
Hey, here's the goddesses, and we're like, that's cool. What
Crossing
about it?
point.
And then like crossing points that we can pseudo search it out. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I
That's
like this.
cool.
And then
Home.
palace.
Also, home, this castle just says put them into the board for 2 mana, and you're like, I like this.
So they could be going somewhere with this. Don't know, but as the card is right now, she really isn't gonna see any
It's
play.
gonna be a pretty filler card in the starter deck.
Yeah.
Coming out real quick.
I kind of want it in full art.
Oh,
It's close enough.
I like what I see.
Now, do you want to read the next one?
I will. So the last, I guess, reprint that we're gonna have for
I
a
hate
little
this
bit,
card.
right? Yeah. Oh no, we got like one more reprint.
I hate this card.
1-drop Valentina Zealot. He's a 1/5 soldier. Banish this card. Your J ruler cannot be targeted by spells or abilities until end of turn.
I hate this card.
I don't like it.
I hate it. I hate it because it is just broken.
I just said it. I wish it just said give your J ruler barrier.
Oh, wait. It doesn't say your opponent.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that clutch beat because the barrier wasn't around at the time. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was,
yeah.
that is really stupid because of the fact that it's just like, oh, I have to target.
So that's the only balancing, redeeming factor of this. Because the other thing that's dumb about this card is you're like, oh, before I even flip, I'm gonna make sure you can't target my ruler. So Loki. A lot of times you're like, I'm gonna kill the Loki before he uses Neo Rag. Well, what if you just can't ever target my Loki this turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never giving you a sequence to ever like interact with my Loki.
But I just wish it was barrier.
but at least now you can always just don't cheat Neorag.
Yeah. So I'll let it slide for now. And then Valentina
Oh, yeah.
slowly
Wait.
and carefully extended her domination of Shangri-La. Oh, I bet
There you
she
go.
is dominant.
Flavor text.
Yeah.
But there's not much to say about him.
Now I'm trying to figure out the most optimal way to read these. I'll read the first one, and do you want to read the reprint, or would you rather read this one?
I would like to read her because I've been practicing how to say her name for a while. And
Okay. Let's start with Hoel.
Okay. So,
I'm glad you already knew which one I wanted you to start
Yes.
with.
so
I know which one Sam wants to read.
the next batch we
How
got
do you know?
Triton, the Prince of Ocean. Wait, the Prince of Ocean.
Yeah.
Hold up. I just read that. And it
So-
just clicked in my head.
I don't want to go on a too long of a tangent, but quick tangent, viewers and listeners. The wording in older Force of Will sets was very non-English. Just letting you know. So if we're ever saying a card and you feel like we've said it wrong, chances are we're saying it how It's written.
My mind just auto corrected it to the ocean.
Nah.
Okay, whatever.
I'm gonna be
But,
honest. I never read that last part. I always just read Trident Stranger, and my brain just turns off.
yeah, but
I'm like,
anyways,
okay.
he's a 2-drop stranger, 8/8. He's a god. Quick cast. Other water J resonators you control gain +2/+2.
So it's kind of like
Amaterasu.
yes.
Except no.
You know what's
Cost
really cool
reduction?
about this?
What's that?
I could throw him a machine deck. You know what all the machines are?
Water.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! You can remove all the counters and it won't die.
Sam gets it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the Magna Note 7.
Oh yeah, so okay, so here you go. They will discover Valseveria. Is that how you
17.
say it?
Fuck.
And find some regalia there. The mage will most likely betray them, but I dare not to interfere too much with the events of this world. Funny note, we'll get back to that later. But anyways,
Okay.
Good card.
Okay. And now let's see this one that's also from Valentina's Stretch deck, and I am so happy to see this card. It's a brand new card. It's called Loki, the Ancient Demon Lord. It's a stranger. Now, if you look at his cost, it's 3 black and 7 void. That's way too big. We're not going to play it for that though, because he's a 12/12 god also with built-in flying. Now, how do you play him for smaller? Easy. You pay 1 less to play this card for each resonator in the field. So the more your opponent plays, the easier it is for you to play him. The more that you play, the easier for you to play him.
Dang, I just realized this is literally a card that says, "Are you playing against machines?" Yeah. Don't.
Yeah. And enter remove all other resonators from the game.
It really says.
So if you go
No.
too wide against Val and she has this in her hand, she just goes, no.
so I need like Arondites, I need water wizards or blue wizards in my hand.
Yeah, you're going to need them.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing this card 3 of, man. Dude, I will honestly play this in like Melgus just to wear that like flip. Swing with everything,
Better
flip.
run a set of Look of Corruptions while you're at it, because man, his hand would feel like, let me see your hand. 2 Erendite, 2 of the other. Oh,
You ain't getting a
I'm
fucking
gonna play
enter
Loki's
off.
Insight.
Spicy.
Hits more things.
That is true.
oh, that's fucking nasty. Oh.
Anyway, so Roderick, the
Wait,
next
wait,
stranger.
wait. Flavor text.
You're right. Thank you. It's note 18, and it says, because of the fate of this world should be in the hands of the people of this world, not mine.
Yep. Magna's like, look, I ain't no snitch. I'm gonna let y'all handle y'all business.
He's just like, wow, things are not going well. People are gonna die. I'm not gonna intervene.
So
It's
I'm
fine.
gonna get the trash card out of the way real quick so that we can go on to better stuff.
Oh wow.
But we have Afonk, the Phantom Beast, for 1 green, 1 void, 600 attack and defense, is a beast. Enter, target resonator gains plus 200 attack and defense until end of turn. He is some sort of beaver. He exists. He's mad, and Priscilla can make fast friends with anyone, provided it is a beast. Makes sense to me.
Anything's a friend of mine as long as it's a beast. It's like, but
Like, what about that human over there?
I hate humans.
But anyways, let's get to a better card.
Yeah, the better card that is also in the same color is Yitnisfe, the Guardian of Green Branch Stranger. She's 700 attack, 800 defense, and is a spirit with quick cast. 2 green, to be in fact. Enter. Recover target J/Resonator.
I like this.
So basically, you kill them. So, like, you know, when I go to a region, I'm going, so anyways, I started untapping. And I swing again.
I'm gonna start dancing.
I'm going to read the flavor text real quick, and then we'll go on from there. But, however, somebody not of this world already sensed the power of my regalia and is searching for them. He might even find my city, Vel Savaria. That was from Note of Magna 13. And they're referring to, in this particular case, they're referring to Lapis and Alisaris. Lapis sent Alisaris to go talk to the people of Vel Savaria.
Yeah.
Because at this
Quote,
time,
unquote, talk.
Alisaris is talking there and learning. He's just
Yes.
a librarian, guys. There's nothing bad about him.
Nothing about him
His
invading.
boss is definitely not going to kill people for regalia.
His
I'm
boss
looking
is
at both of
definitely
them.
not the
totally.
HR
Don't-
guy.
No. The boss is the like super like CEO that will like literally kill his own child to make a profit.
Dang, that's rough, man. Tax season must have been brutal.
But we should throw this motherfucker into Melgus.
Yeah.
Just play red green stones. Fucking swing with the giant ass
Yeah.
Melgus. Untap.
Oh no, I
Melgus.
done already told y'all. Oh yeah. Oh, if you hit this off the God's art, that's just it. That's it.
So now I'm gonna bring up the fact that like what I said before. I really feel that Priscia just wants to have the strangers in her hand. This is one of them where it's just like when I swing, I want to then just play this thing. I'm gonna swing again, and it's value.
So, anyways, I just started swinging.
So anyway, I just start
Swing,
swinging,
start
and
swinging.
everything just dies.
Priscia, what is your strategy for dealing with this overwhelming opponent and their grand strategy? I'm gonna start swinging, right? But I don't think that's God.
So, anyways, putting this shit in machine. If I find a easier way and more consistent way of cheating out Motoko, like earlier in the game, swing with Motoko, untap Motoko, swing again.
That's the wrong choice. Swing with Machina, bro. If they block, you don't care.
Yeah.
Unless they block with like a 5,000 attack defense something, like you don't care. You're just like, swing. I'll block my 6/6. It dead. You hurt. Recover. Do it again.
Yeah, if I'm being straight aggro, I'll just swing with Machina. If I'm trying to like survive against another aggro deck, I just try to like keep my life up at the same time. But I like it. It's gonna lead to some dumb like not OTKs, but just quick games.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, when you're swimming with that Machina twice and just killing everything in response.
Just remember, it's also a 2-drop, which means that March of the Dead can bring it back, which also means that you can swing God's Art, put into the field on Melgus, recover, swing, sack
Oh,
it.
no.
Oh, sack it with Gwen. March of the Dead.
Harvey Mortality it. Sack it.
Oh
Bring it back.
no! Oh no!
Sack it, then March of the Dead it back.
Oh,
I don't
so
like where my
much
mind is
drama.
going with this.
Remember, disclaimer: these are straight jank.
This will probably not work in real life, but if it does,
If you're
See,
trying
this
this,
is
you've
one of
been
those
warned.
one-trick ponies that gets you game 1, and you just had to rely on an actual strategy for game 2 and 3.
As long as game 1 takes 30 minutes and game 2 takes about the same time, you should go into time and you shouldn't be able to finish. You win the match. You can play matches where you only want to win game 1. I guarantee that you can do it.
I
So
should
anyway,
stop thinking about these things.
Do you want to read the Beast?
Yeah, I will. So, next we got Magnus Guardian Beast. 2 green, 1 red, 6/6 Beast. Woo.
So bad stats, but
So-
why?
But enter. You may search your deck for up to 2 resonators, total cost of 1. Put them into the field, then shuffle your deck. Hold up before you continue. Magnus sent his Guardian Beast to help Priscia's growth.
So first off, this
He-
card
this
looks
dude-
so sick.
No, this dude said he would not intervene with anything going down in this goddamn world. And next thing you know, he goes, "Oh, he sent his Guardian Beast to go help Priscia." Bro, choose your like. What?
See, I was talking to you about this at McDonald's. I was like,
Yeah.
I have a feeling that
Yeah.
Magnus not go keep.
Like we
he
were
was
talking.
like, "I'm just gonna stand back."
quick lore moment. Like me and Roger were talking, and we were like, we're pretty sure. My guess is like, Lapis, the good Lapis, is gonna somehow come into this world and be like, "Hey, I can't stay long," but Lapis is trying to get powerful, and then his brother is gonna come. If you don't kill him, the timeline is fucked, and there's nothing you can do to stop it at that point. So you have to stop him before he kills one person. The Magnus is gonna be like, "One person? What do you mean?" He's like, "If one person dies, this one single person dies, I can't tell you who yet, but if that person dies, the world is fucked. You, me, everyone, bye." And that's when Magnus sends into this
I would
beast,
also
and he's just
like to
"Stop."
point out, and we'll put this card up there as well since we mentioned old Lapis. There is actually, funny enough, it's the most recent version of Lapis we got, even though we call it old Lapis. Inheritor of the Stars, Gil Lapis.
Yeah.
It is, you'll see the card on screen. The stats don't matter, but the point is that's basically Lapis reborn, and maybe at some point we'll go into details on that. Forcible timeline's convoluted, but basically, Magnus probably going to have to intervene. Someone's going to give him the tip that, yo, if you kill this elf, this god of time is going to ravage every realm of existence until she gets her aunt back. And there is nothing you can do to stop it unless you stop her from dying. So that's probably what's going to go down.
But anyways, let's get back to the card.
Go back to the card. So the biggest thing, just like how Percival didn't have a requirement for the type of chant, it just says chant. This one says any resonator cost 1.
It should have been 1-drop beast.
Should have been 1-drop beast. It should have been 1-drop wind fire. Like the fact that some people have been saying so the combo I immediately said was you get double Percival. So I get to look at top 5, grab a Regalia, look at top 5, grab a Regalia or Resonator. Because I'm playing Priscia, I probably have fire resonators.
Yeah.
Then there's also double hippo.
My favorite is double hippo. I love the fact that I can go play this thing, get out 2 6/5s. So I have a 6/6, a 6/5, and another 6/5, which can be boosted, which we'll get to later. And all I have to do is reveal a beast from my hand. I'm playing Priscia. I have beast all the time. I reveal it.
Yeah.
I reveal the same one again. Boom. Both the enters are done. 3 mana. I get out basically 3 600 attackers.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
This card's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also double Firefox.
Yep. If you want to go fast.
There is also the combo that I was telling Sam about where you could go, and again, this is jank, guys. Magnus Guardian Beast, Brunhild's Shield, and then Sapling of the Treasure Tree. If they try to kill your sapling, you give it Eternal. And you could use Awakening of the Flame King to put him into play at instant speed to go get them at the end of your opponent's turn.
You know what's also really solid about him? There are
looks.
2 cards, okay? One card is both reprints, so you guys may already begin ideas, okay? They're both 1 costs, both reprints. One of them lets you search for any fire resonator. The other one lets you banish something.
Well, that's one I was going to get to.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Gwen Egg was the first one I said, actually.
Yeah,
I think it was.
but like, I just love the fact that it's such a solid combo where it's like, what would I love to have?
Tell me how this card could be bad to play on turn 3.
It's not.
The only time that's ever bad is if your opponent has perfect low-key your board. Then it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very specific terms.
Yeah. I was about to say.
It's just like, it's not a, oh, this always happens type of thing. It's more or less like a, maybe sometimes you don't want to play this turn 3. Like if you play this Nets card. Because I can definitely play this turn 3, and I'm going to tell you my wonderfulness.
Also, I would like to point out, we did it again. We were joking about Flame King Shout in set 1, and then we got Awakening the Flame King. We were joking about Spring the Beast Lady just a few days ago. And what did we get, Sam?
A few days ago. We've been doing this for like 2 weeks, man. Like, we have not wanted this card to come back. So it's called Awakening of the Beast Queen. 2 green, 1 fire. It's a chant sword art. Yes, it's a sword art.
Oh, for
So it's, excuse me. It is J/resonators you control gain +6/+6. Sorry, just choose one because I didn't say that until end of turn. Or put 2 friendship counters on a J/ruler. Friendship. Then recover up to 2 magic stones. So it's a 3-drop that lets you recover 2 magic stones. That's going to create a combo in a second. Or put 2 6/6 Wind Beast Resonator tokens into the field. So she's going wide. Okay. If you already gone wide, you can get +6/+6 for game pretty much. Shakti can copy this. But the biggest thing, in my opinion, is if on turn 3, I can Judgment. And it's not the normal way. Because you can do a lot of things with this, in my opinion. But the fact that I can go turn 2, play the Regalia, get abilities, which are probably going to be 0, Judgment for 0, get a Stranger, put 2 friendship counters on this card, and then the last thing is going to be like +1/+1 to all the beasts, or +2/+2 to all the beasts, something like that. It's the fact that turn 3, you go tap Regalia, tap a stone, tap the other stone to float a will. Green or red, doesn't really matter. One of them. Play this, recover 2 magic stones, and then you get 2 friendship counters. Recover both of them. Tap one of them, play the other Regalia. Now you can Judgment. And you can sow God's Art. What's not to love about this? I can God's Art and flip turn 3. Is it going to be good? Probably not. It's going to
You know
be
what that sounds
horrible.
like to me, Sam? Sounds like I'm going to have fun here in a few weeks.
You act like I'm not going to play this.
Shoot, I done already told you guys. The moment Red Green comes out, I'm putting Isis on hold. We're going freaking ham, bro. Well, I'm also going to be playing green in Isis, too, so she's not completely on hold. I got to give me some Kaguyas.
Ooh,
Stop
good
it.
luck. Good
Stop
luck
it.
with that one. That's gonna be
I
kinda
have
hard.
2. I'm kind of okay with
I
only
have
2.
my playset.
Because fighting against an Isis that can beat you down is one thing. But what if she could also cancel your stuff?
Stop it.
Because I get to rune one just by looking at my rune deck. Go, wow, nice moon. Cancel. All right. So, but I also wanted to point out
Whoa, it takes 2 runs.
It takes 2.
2. Okay.
I mean, it's not hard for you. Poison Stinger.
Yeah, Sandstorm. I'll just put Sandstorm back in there.
Yeah.
That works too. But something I want to point out, that thing makes tokens.
And they're beast, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And also, the Guardian Beast gets you 2 other resonators on the field. I feel like we can slot a Liz or 2 into these lists for maximum disrespect. Because she's 2 green, 6 void, and 1 void less for each resonator you control. Playing the Beast sets her down to 3 void by default. I feel like we can break some things.
And then have a Shakti on board so they make 4 beasts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The other thing that you can do is if you have Shakti, you can recover 4 stones, and then you get 4 counters.
Yeah.
What do the counters do? There's 2 cards we're going to get to, and I love what they do. This next one. Read it to me.
Read it to you?
Read me the sweet...
All right,
Wait,
but
did
wait,
I go
wait,
over
wait,
the flavor text?
Yes. Flavor
You're
text.
right. Priscilla stood up to protect her home and playground,
Adorable.
not knowing that her actions would change the fate of the world. She's literally telling someone to go away, and now it's going to cause such a disturbance in the entire world. I love it.
Well, she already caused a disturbance because Piggy is right behind her. No one and nothing has explained to me yet. How did Piggy get here? Did she just wake up one day and like pull Piggy out of a portal and be like, new pet or new friend?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how it happened. It was like,
French.
I swear that Inheritor, Sylvia, and Piggy came to this world, and I feel like Sylvia was like, Lapis is going through a random portal. I gotta like ask him a question real quick. And then she went through, and then she got teleported to the other side of the world near Priscilla. Piggy was like, I gotta stay by my friend.
Like, yeah,
and teleport. And
y'all
it's
ain't
like,
told me to watch the young one. I shall make sure she stays safe. What is a pig? And I tell you, Dark Alice is gonna fight this pig and get murked. And then
No. It's gonna be Dark Alice versus Priscilla, and then it's gonna be Pig versus Schrodinger.
But who's gonna win?
Piggy for like a little bit, because I feel like eventually Schrodinger just goes, shadows.
And then he's like, "You think I'm afraid of the dark?"
What if Piggy just gets like super swole, like stands on his hind legs and just like flexes?
Hey man, shift
He's
cards
like,
were in
swing
Alice.
for 3K. So what? +5 for every friendship counter. Friendship is power.
What's the phrase? Friendship is magic.
Yeah. They're gonna be doing some fairy tale level stuff in here, bro.
We're getting swole friendship.
But I cannot. And I love her adorable little face on this art. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's so
Percy's look so adorable.
and also remember, guys, I can play Chimimi, and I can just start buffing things. I can start killing things. You know how happy I am to finally get to play Chimimi again. I'm gonna kill things. I'm gonna kill people.
But let's get to the last of the English
my God,
spoilers.
flashbacks. All right, homies, we got a regalia for you. Claw of the Sacred Beast. For some reason, they couldn't fit this into one word, so they just went with the old copy-paste route. But I told you guys it wasn't going to be a horn. It was going to be her claws, and look where we're at. 1 red, 1 green, as we expect of a regalia, and it has Mythic, which I hope it would.
Dude,
Beast?
this thing didn't have Mythic. This would be the best regalia
this
ever.
would straight up be the best.
Well, except for Life. Life is pretty freaking solid.
But this is pretty damn close to it.
Yeah.
Beast
Like
and
Brad.
4 Sacred Beast resonators. Okay, so one thing I want to point out: Beast and 4 Sacred Beasts resonators. You see what I'm looking at? Okay. You control gain +1 +100 attack and defense for each friendship counter on your J/ruler.
So remember that 3 drop that gets you 2? Hey, wow! Now all of a sudden you
They're swole.
get +2/+2 to all of your beasts and sacred beasts.
And I'm not sure how much this matters, but for a brief moment, when you play another Call of the Sacred Beast, your things are going to be double statted, and you can chase that. All I'm saying is, if Beast Queen counterattack became quick cast, or you found a way to flash in this,
No.
On damage count.
so
Because I'm not looking forward to that one point in time where it's just going to be like,
You know I'll find a way to
in
do it."
response to this thing, tap my stones, play this one, tap it also, trigger the mythos, tap it in response, play this thing. Now my things get more attack.
hey, quick question. Machina. Can he move counters to J rulers?
He can move things to any entity. If it's an entity, he could put a counter on it.
Abigail is an entity.
Yep.
He could put it on Maribella. I didn't even think about that.
I'm not thinking about that. I'm talking
About
about
friendship?
turning him into friendship counters and put them on my Prissy.
So you'd have to put it on Prissy the J ruler.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could do it 100%. Because you can name any type that exists in the game. You cannot make up your own.
Yeah.
Because people were talking about that. Because people are going to put salty counters on things.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's funny. But no.
You can his.
Yeet counters, salty counters, stupid counters, some very, very non-kid-friendly counters.
Hey, what race
GG.
is the Beast Queen in hiding?
I thought she was just beast, wasn't she?
Oh
Beast
my
Demon, I
God.
think?
Yeah.
We'll have to find out.
I hope that card don't come back. I actually do hope it come back. But
I hope it comes back.
But anyways, let's finish it.
so you can tap to produce 2 wills in any combination of fire and or wind. Spin this will only to play God's Art abilities, strangers, or sword arts. So standard stuff there except for the color.
Yeah, she's a human beast.
Sick. I know what I want to do. The bond of friendship becomes power and overcomes all obstacles.
Friendship.
Let me tell you something. She's talking about friendship, but she could probably legitimately punch a hole through the Empire State Building while she sleep. So that friendship is finna hurt.
So my guess, correct me if I'm wrong, my guess
You're wrong.
is, shut up, is that she's actually going to be low statted J ruler, hence why she can attack twice, because that's broken if she's super high statted. But that she's going to get her stats from friendship counters. She's going to be like a 5/5 or a 6/6, and then she's like every single friendship counter she
Don't
has
you just
on her.
miss Last Days of a Powerless Dragonoid?
Yes, I miss that every single day.
I don't.
I don't
don't
want you
either.
playing Fire Chance. I don't want me playing Fire Chance. I don't want Fire Chance to exist.
No.
I'm kidding. I want to play the Prissy one. The 3-drop is so adorable.
We finna get strong up in here with some friendship and some protein. Man.
But yeah, overall, like, I mean, can play Sword Arts. That's always good. We have a strong Sword Art. I can play Shakti in this and then get so much value. Because giving my board 6/6 twice is too good.
Wait, that is, bro. I keep forgetting about that. Continue. If you go second, wait till turn 2 to do it. Well, you have no choice, but turn 2, call for a stone. Play this. You might need a black stone. Damn it, you need a black stone. But we're going to run in black and Prissy anyway, so
Yeah.
play this. We don't know what Prissy is going to do. Get a random stranger and do whatever the heck else. Put friendship counters. You pay red, green. No, red, and then the black for the stone. So you have to energize this thing out. Awakening the Flame King. Bring in the Guardian. Time to search. Go get Firefox. Use both their abilities to gain swiftness and plus 100. Swing 7. You have a 7/4, 7/4. No, wait. 7/6, 7/6, and a 8/8.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just swung 14.
And then a card that we got translated, but isn't quite in English.
Oh, let me refresh the Forcible page to see if we have any English updates. Okay, no, we don't.
Nope. I don't think so.
Just wanted to double check. You can never be too sure.
So it is a mole.
It's Pyroar.
What?
He's right. It's Pyro.
It's Pyroar. That's what this lion looks like.
Oh, I was like, what the hell are you guys
It
talking about?
evolved.
But anyways, we did get some cards that were in what language?
Italian, I think, or Spanish. It's one or the other. That's when I haven't looked at
And
them
also
in a while.
notice all the awakening related cards are when the rulers get their
Fuck are they?
regalia.
I thought you saved them all.
Well, I need to find where we posted the English translations for the beast, didn't we?
Oh, if you're trying to get to the English translations, then I mean, I was gonna show you how to shortcut to the images, but
Yeah. But do you want to go over the Italian ones or do you want to wait?
I'd say that could be content for the next podcast. That way we have the clear translations and whatnot, unless someone can find them real quick, because I have no idea on the page where they are.
Neither do I. But anyways, I think that
Besides, we gotta give them something to wait for. Y'all can't get those spoilers yet. You gotta wait.
just like Sam, he's constantly waiting and like.
And I hope they
fucking
reveal
crackhead.
Valentino last,
I mean,
just
I
so
found
that
it.
way he has to.
I mean, I
Oh,
found it.
you found it?
Oh, you found it?
You found it? Okay, y'all don't gotta wait.
Okay, so
You're
we
lucky.
got Liz, which is a 2-cost 7/7. She's a stranger, sorry.
7/7.
A 7/8. Quick ass. Enter. Cancel target chant spell. So just
Good.
good.
Lit.
Next we have a mole. That's right, a mole. It's a 1-drop 3/3. It's called Friendly Seeker Mole. It's a beast, obviously, because it's a mole.
And he's friendly.
Enter. Put a friendship counter on your J/ruler. Then, if there's 3 or more friendship counters on your J/ruler, look for a Wind Regalia in your deck, reveal it and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So, if you play the chant to get 2 friendship counters, and then you play the 3-drop to get 2 of these, you get to search for 2 Wind Regalias.
Mm-hmm.
Solid.
Yeah.
Then last we have the Old Man. He's a 1-drop
I'm gonna go ahead and
6/6
incite that shit.
stranger. Wait, yeah. 1-drop 6/6 stranger. Enter. You choose a race. That's it. A J/resonator with race gains barrier. So you choose fairy tale. All of your fairy tales gain barrier, so on and so forth. 1 void, 1 green. Give target 1 J/resonator +2/+2 to end of turn.
You know,
Sorry, it was just 1 green, not 1 void.
1 green. I feel like this would, honestly, no jokes, would be a good card to put in Lynette's stranger deck for her goddesses. Because those goddesses hurt and they do good stuff, but man, they are vulnerable. They are sitting out in the middle of a wide open field. And the moment somebody sees Athena, they don't hesitate to eradicate her.
Yeah.
They will kill her twice if they need to. So I think that'd be pretty cool to throw in that deck too.
Yeah, but it's like they're all pretty simple. Liz, it's a fucking cancel.
Yeah.
It
Yeet,
cancels.
yeet,
It
chant.
yeets. The mole, it's a nice 1-drop you could
Yeah.
easily ramp out.
Yeah, I mean, like even turn 1 you can play just to get friendship counters because I'm gonna guess a lot of her support's gonna be about friendship. So maybe a turn 1 only getting a friendship counter will set you up really, really well later.
Yeah. And
She's just going around, I want to be your friend. You're trying to hurt me.
then the old man, I mean, giving shit barrier is pretty damn good.
It reminds me of Zero Circle of Protection.
Yeah, I was about to say like that was one that I absolutely loved. was
And I
just
think
the-
beforehand we were even talking about Zero Circle of Protection before we saw this card.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it's there's a lot of cards I want that I would love to come back, and Zero Circle Protection is one of them because it's 3 costs, so it's pretty high, but it's so good against so many different decks.
Oh, yeah.
It's so versatile, and I love utility. But overall, that's all the spoilers we have. Sadly, I cannot wait till we get more over the next week.
Let me do one more check before we close it off, just in case.
You get nothing.
We probably
you
won't.
lose.
No, because
Good
they've been
day,
pretty
sir.
regular.
Yeah. So, loading. Nope, that's it. Okay. So,
Weak.
that's been it for tonight, guys. I am Joel. That's Sam.
Hello.
And this is Roderick. And remember, Prissy or Valentina, choose. I'll
Team
be wearing
Valentino all the goddamn way.
I'm team beat somebody the hell up. So
With friendship.
friends. Let's go to the gym and be friends, guys.
Bye.
Let's get swole.